I read the board like maps, 3 moves ahead, no cap. You draft on vibes and dreams. I built my league from scratch. My bench got hidden gems. Your roster full of names. I spot the league before it shows, then pour salt on the game. I trade like a casino, flip risk in the gold. You chase last week's fireworks, I chase the box score code. I know the soft matchups line up buffets and rain. I turn a sleepy Sunday into a money train. Check the line, I'm locked in. Every week got teeth. You bring a hot take, I bring season long receipts. I got the crown, I got the crown. Draft day, I run this town. Stack my wins, cash my clouds. Say my name when lights go out. I got the crown. Your whole league know who's around. I call shots, I don't shout. Say my name when lights go out. Yeah, I'm a shark in a chat room, calm with a kilogram. I wink at the waiver wire, then swipe your favorite in. I fade the overhyped boys, I buy low, sell high. By Thursday, I'm the rumor. By Sunday, I'm the why. My stats got battle scars. My gut got proven shine. I treat that whole scoreboard like a chessboard line by line. You brag about one big week, I brag about the repeat. I'm wearing rings in my mind before the season's even complete. Check the line, I'm locked in. Every pick I tee. You bring a hot take, I bring season long receipts. I got the crown, I got the crown. Draft day, I run this town. Stack my wins, cash my clouds. Say my name when lights go out. I got the crown, your whole league know.
Welcome to all the good people out there. We appreciate you coming in and joining us for this epic Monday stream. Why? What time is it? It's like 11:45. It's approaching midnight over there on the East Coast. What day is it? It's Monday. We got our midnight Mondays. And what does that mean for you all out there? We are going into the BBM streets here on Midnight Mondays here at GAB Sports. Yeah, that's best balling for life, the track I was playing, because we are best balling for life. This is how we live, man. Yeah, we best balling in whatever we do. And so out of these best ball streets, we best balling for life, man. GAB for life, Raiders for life, best balling for life, man. That's how we do it, man. We are gentle and blissful, gifted and beautiful, generous and benevolent, and most appreciatively, we are grateful and blessed. Guidelines to achieve and build, GAB Sports. And yeah, so that's how we're going to do it here on Midnight Mondays. So let's go ahead and get strapped in here as we go ahead and jump into this BBM here shortly. Let me see. What else we need to do? We need a little bit of housekeeping. Yeah, let's do a little bit of housekeeping first, as we want to welcome you here. GAB Sports, we want to thank you for coming on in. Go ahead and come on in. Tap that like button on your way in. We really do appreciate that. The algorithm loves it. And so go ahead and support your guy, YUUNGMOOLAHH, with a like. That's all I ask. It doesn't cost anything for you to hit the like button and also to subscribe to our channel, because we got a mission that we are on. We always on our mission for Moolah, but we also have a subscriber goal. We want to go ahead and get 300 subscribers. We want to do that before the end of this hot best ball summer, and it is hot hot out here, man, on the West Coast, man. It's cooling down a little bit of late, but it's been so hot out here. This hot summer of best ball is heating up as we are heading into training camps right around the corner. But we want to get to these 300 subs before the end of this hot best ball summer. And if we do that, we will go ahead and bring to you, the community of subscribers, our Week 1 DFS plays, top plays of the week, as we are in these DFS streets as well. And so we'll go ahead and bring that to you for free if we get to these 300 subscribers. Go ahead and do your part out here. Let all your friends know, hey, come on over here, subscribe to Young Moolah's channel. He's got some good things going on. He's going to give us a bonus. And we also get the top picks of the against the spread versus the spread against the Vegas. So we're going to go ahead and offer that as well to you all if we get to that subscriber goal of 300. We're at like a little over 130 right now. Appreciate you all who have joined in and come and checking us out here at GAB Sports. Let's go ahead and check the chat. So we got our guy Lawsmo in here. Hey, what's going on, Lawsmo? How you doing? We got our guy Scott Jung. Good evening. How you doing, my brother? How are you doing? The best intro. Cut in the space. Oh, I appreciate that, man. We trying our thing, man. Yeah, we got some music coming out too, so we'll go ahead and keep doing that as well. And so, yeah, that was Best Balling for Life, our little track we made. All right. Appreciate y'all. Let's go ahead and do this thing as we are going to go ahead and we're not even going to play the intro because we already had the intro music booming already as you came in here. So let's go ahead and do our thing by jumping into these streets right away. So let's, without further ado, man, jump on over to Underdog and get into these streets, man. Let's do it. Because we want to get into a BBM. I don't know how long we're going to have to wait for this BBM. So let's just go ahead and check it out right now. We might need to wait for a little bit, a minute or two. I don't know. Let's go ahead and see what it's looking like over here in these streets. So let's go ahead and give you a countdown of the Best Ball Mania entry right here. We are joining a Best Ball Mania in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are entering the Best Ball Mania 7 right now. Let's do it. All right. We are in. It says 10 people to go. So hopefully you guys didn't get in the underflow, and maybe we can go ahead and get a little participation from you all out here. Appreciate it if you will. But if not, we'll see you on the next one. So we're going to come with another draft. I don't know if this will be a second BBM, but it'll be another draft. I'm going to go ahead and step out just for a second here. Let me take a little break. I'll be back in like okay, we are back. Sorry about that. I had to go check on something. But we are waiting. We're still waiting. Oh, man, what is going on? Waiting for 7. So this could be a while. So let's go ahead and talk about something. If you see our thumbnail today, we got our guy Debo on there, and it's the unsigned guys. And I have to be honest, I'm not too high on these unsigned guys right about now. I'm not really in a rush to add these guys. And I know a lot of the thought is probably, hey, these guys, the prices will probably change once they sign. Yeah, that's possible, but are there any really smash spots that any of these guys, we're talking about Stephon Diggs, Debo, possibly Keenan Allen, Najee Harris, Brandon Ayuk. Is there any real great Tyreek Hill spots for these guys to land where they're going to have all that much value? Not so sure of that. I don't think that these guys are bringing a lot to the table right now, because if they were, wouldn't teams already have signed these deals if they really were that valuable? I mean, they're not going to cost all that much, so wouldn't they have already brought them in and get acclimated and to kind of, get, introduced to the culture, learn the playbook? There's a lot of new coaches and the new systems all around the league. So the earlier you can get guys in, what makes more sense. You wouldn't be trying to wait all that long if these guys, you knew they would have such great value adding these guys to your team. So I'm not sold that these guys are that wanted across the league, right? And so I don't know if there's a great spot for any of these guys to land. And frankly, the guys who have the most juice, or the guy, I guess, is probably Stephon Diggs. But then, is this guy really someone you can trust? If I'm a organization with a young piece at the quarterback spot, like the Raiders, a lot of people saying Diggs to the Raiders. You're gonna bring Stephon Diggs to Las Vegas, the nightlife of Las Vegas? Stephon Diggs, that doesn't seem like a perfect match if you're trying to get someone to focus on football. That pink substance on the boat kind of thing kind of sticks out in my head. I don't know about you, but if I was really trying to pay somebody millions of dollars and he's hanging out on boats, giving little young ladies who might not even have been 21, I don't know, giving them the pink substances, I'm not sure I want to make that investment. It's just kind of risky, right? And, a guy like Tom Brady, right? He seems to be a pretty conservative guy. And he stuck his neck out for Antonio Brown a couple years ago, and that didn't pay off too well. So I'm not sure he's willing to go to bat for a guy like Stephon Diggs right now. Don't be too quick to do that. We got the 11th pick, and so our guy Game Tight is in at the number 3 spot. Fantasy Flock. Is that the Fantasy Flock that we know about? I hope it is. I'm ready to crush dudes like that in these drafts. So yeah, if it's him, we are ready to do our thing and bust some chops up in this draft. Even at the 11 hole, we got strategy no matter what spot we come in at. So we got Fantasy Flock, Game Tight, Ice Cream Man, SMV, 1986. He's got a goat symbol. Yeah, we like this room, man. Come on, come with it. Thor's next to me. I've seen a lot of you guys around here. That's fine. So let's go ahead and get busy right here, right now. All right, so we got an 11 hole in this BBM draft. Let's go ahead and turn on some music. We got to get into our groove right here, right now. Let's get it in right now because we want to get this music going so we can get into our groove. So let's go ahead and get the background effects, the distortion, all that out of the way early here on this Midnight Mondays, drafting a BBM with your guy, YUUNGMOOLAHH here at GAB Sports. Let's do it. All right. Instrumental playing here in the background. All right, so we're up in 2 picks. Let's see how we want to run this. How do we want to rock this in the first round? Do we got a guy we really want here? Yep, it's coming down to 2 guys for us. That guy or that guy. We're cool with either one. I must say so myself. We're cool with either guy. And so they didn't give us any choice, right? We just took the one that they didn't take. That would be our guy, Ashton Jeanty. We'll get another share of our guy, Ashton Jeanty, and we are pretty high on this guy. No doubt about it. Let's go ahead and get the board up for you all to see here. And we'll go ahead and share this tab instead and give you a full view of the board here. Let's see what we want to do here. We are on the clock here. Is this a real 30 seconds or is it a fake 30 seconds? I am not so sure. which one that is. We're going with A-Chan, man. We've been getting some A-Chan lately because I'm buying into that offense now, man. When everybody's not buying into an offense, I tend to want to buy into an offense. And I think A-Chan, quietly as kept, secretly on the under, could get his freak on, man. I mean, on the field, right? He can get his freak on this year because he's the most valuable guy on that team, right? He's about the only guy left standing. They got rid of Tyreek Hill. They got rid of Waddle. They got rid of the backfield mates he had a couple years ago. So he's the last man standing, the centerpiece of the offense. This could be one of those years where this guy just goes craters everything, man. He just goes nuclear, man, right? If they stay competitive, I mean, sky's the limit here, man. You're looking at I guess Kamara heyday type of a ceiling here where he could be like the number 2-3 guy in all fantasy at his position. That's not out of the question here, man. And I am hotter than a firecracker up in there. Let me go ahead and check something out. All right. Let me make sure this air conditioner is on here. We will be back in 1 second again. Hey, I turned that down, man. All right. We are back in the saddle. Yeah, it's hot as hell in the studio, so we got to turn the air on. All right, so let's go ahead and see where we at right here. 4 picks away. Let's go ahead and do our thing as we are coming at you with the BBM 7 here on Midnight Mondays. This is the only time we do our BBMs is on our stream here for the rest of the hot baseball summer season. This is the only time I'll be in a BBM is here on these Midnight Mondays. I only have a few more allotted to what I wanted to do, so we'll go ahead and make sure we stream all of ours for the rest of the hot baseball summer. Yeah, we got a strategy in these BBMs. We're going to stick to it. We rocking Josh Allen right here with A-Chan already. We got the correlation we were after. Once we took A-Chan, we wanted Josh as we are going big game hunting. So we're getting the big boy players. Josh Allen, Devon A-Chan, and Genty. We're going big game hunting here on Midnight Mondays. Let's do it. Let's rock the boat here as we got a faller here. Are we going to continue to, Are we going to continue to push the receivers on down the board and take another running back? I think we will. I know we will. We're okay with that. We're going to lock up our backfield. We're going to lock up the backfield since they let them fall to us at 38. Yeah, we're taking Travis A-Chan. We got the A-Chan boys. Names spelled different, but it's pronounced the same. Devon A-Chan, Travis A-Chan. We'll take them both with Ashton Genty. Yeah, we're going to rock it like that. We don't even have a receiver yet. We got a 1-3-0-0 out the gate. We're pushing receiver down the draft board. Let's see how that works out for us. There are some dudes we do like in the late 5th that we're more than fine to rock with. And I think at least one of them will be available to us based on how we think everything should flow here. I can't see that they won't be available to us. So we're going to rock it like that. With a guy, our guy, game tight. In the 3 holes, went 3 receivers in a row. I don't hate that start there. And he went 4 straight. He's going 0-0. Our hero. Whereas the flock is 3-1, 0-3-1. We're at a 1-3. He's at a 0-3-1. And so we want to see how everybody comes out of this 5th round. What are they looking like? Because we know where we got to go. We just want to see what y'all going to give us. Because you're going to give us something. I know it. I can feel it. You're giving us something. Yeah, you will. It's like, damn, man, we got hired. What? In this damn studio. What the hell is going on? My vent open? All right, let's go. This motherfucking started. Because I am burning up. But yeah, we got it. It's coming. I can feel the air a little bit starting to come out. So we'll be all right. Let's go ahead and do this like Brutus. Because I plan on being here for a couple of hours tonight. Let's cool this some bitch down. All right, so we are in the 5th round here on Midnight Mondays, where anybody, did you fill out that poll? Are you guys really attacking these unsigned players right now? Because I'm really not. I want to know, what are the reasons why you are doing this? Do you really think that someone's going to land somewhere interesting? I mean, where are the interesting spots even right now that they could land? Indianapolis? Because there's some talk out here about Debo possibly re-signing with the 49ers. I don't think that would be good for him. Personally, as far as in fantasy, I mean, they're not going to rekindle all that, the wide back stuff and all that. They're not going backwards, man. So, not sure how that works. We're going with Christian Watson as our top receiver. We'll take him. Yeah, we will take him. Let's see who else we got lined up as a receiver. There's some other guys we can take. So we're going to have to go back to back here with a receiver. I'm sure this guy on the corner will give us somebody. Won't you? If not, it will lock up our last backfield piece. We don't have a problem. Oh, we don't mind this guy. We don't mind this guy. And he's a rookie. Yeah. We'll take him. New Orleans. We got Travis Etienne and Jordan Tyson. We will rock those two. Yeah, we will. Where did DJ Moore go? DJ Moore went to our guy Tyler Bisk. Tyler Ebsky, or whatever his name is. So we see that you took DJ Moore from us. That's all right. Nothing's guaranteed or nothing's given in this game, so you just gotta roll with the punches, and that's quite all right. We are fine having Josh unstacked as of now. If I stack him later, it'll be fine too. But if not, hey man, I can rock with an unstacked Josh all the way, man. It's no big deal. Good luck. All right, man. You didn't get in this one, huh? All right, so we will be coming probably with another draft. Not probably. We will definitely come with another draft after this. So if you want to go ahead and stick around and get in that one, I appreciate it. Smash that like button on your way in, please. As we are here doing our thing on Mondays, here late into the evenings. It's after midnight now. That's what we call this, Midnight Mondays. We're hoping to get some plus EV. And we might have it right here. Who knows? This could be one of those rooms where it looks kind of sharp, but let's see how y'all really draft. I don't know. I know my guy Game Tight is going to bring the goods. Let's see. We know Flock is using tools. We ain't worried about that. We invite the tools people to come on over here. Your tools versus my jewels. That's how we drop the gauntlet. Your tools versus my jewels. My jewels is coming out with the W, man. We giving out L's over here to the tools people, man. Yeah, come on with your tools. The simulators, the advisors, the draft assistants. Come on over to the Young Moolah Express and get knocked around the draft room. Get knocked around the draft room. We don't play around with that shit, man. We don't need no tools. We rocking off straight memory. Memorize the schedules. We going with experience, football knowledge, and straight analysis of pro football players. And correlation, game theory, we got all that right inside of here. I don't need no tool to tell me who to draft. You do, I don't. So let's go ahead and do this like Brutus. Yeah. I take notes. I write down all my little competitors that are in my drafts. We're going to keep some receipts out here. We're going to keep some receipts. I've already been doing it for the past 2 years. We keep receipts. Yeah. Let's go ahead and see how we do this. All right. We got a 1-3-2. We got Tony Pollard. I don't know if he's going to make it to us. These guys over here. We don't even need a back. Yeah, y'all take Tony Pollard, man. I don't want no back. You all take a back. I don't even want a back. I already loaded up my backfield. We rocking with our 3. We don't even need another back for like 7, 8, 9, 10 more rounds. We're good in the backfield. I'm pulling up receivers right now. There's several guys I like. Is there a tight end I can rock with? Nope. We will rock with this dude, though. Give us that correlation, that divisional correlation. We got Chris Godwin. We'll scoop him up. Let's see what other receivers we like. Oh, we can rock that one? Or we go with this guy. We're going to pull up another dude. We're pulling them up. This is called Pull-Up Mondays. The Pull-Up Mondays. We're pulling up dudes left and right. This guy, we've been showing a little interest in him lately. We'll go ahead and pull him up right here. Michael Wilson. We'll take him here in the 8th round. Let's do it. All right. So we are coming down the 8th round. At the start of the 8th round, they got Justin Herbert, Courtland Sutton on the corner. We came with Chris Godwin, Michael Wilson, and our stretch of receivers that we need to draft right through here. And it is perfectly fine that we are catching up really quick at the receiver spot. After we went 1-3 start, 1 quarterback, 3 running backs. And yeah, this is a BBM that we are drafting here on Midnight Mondays here at GAB Sports. What you got, Young Moolah? Appreciate you all for joining us, and we will jump into another draft right after this. Yeah, we will. Okay, let's see what else we got going on here. We got our guy Game Tight on deck. Let's see what he's looking like. Our guy Game Tight. Let's see what he's looking like here. Game Tight has a 2-1-5. As he started with 5 straight non-running backs. Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, Zay Flowers, Terry McLaurin, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. Oh, interesting. Lamar and Joe. Interesting. Yeah, I like it though. DK, first running back, Kyle Manangai. All right, he got the interesting 0 start with 2 quarterbacks. Very unique build, and he's just getting great players, right? So I like that strategy. You can come with lots of different approaches in this game, and experienced guys know that, hey man, there ain't a build that can't win this. There's The unique builds are the kinds that can definitely win this. You know, he's loading up a lot of good star players on one team. And he's got that correlation of that very valuable Week 17 game, Baltimore, Cincinnati. So I ain't hating on that at all. That's a pretty nice strategy. We might just rock Josh Allen, man. I might just do a one. I'll probably tack on another quarterback, but I'm not going to prioritize it. Might be a late dude, right? We going to maybe just rock Josh for a while here and just tack on somebody very late. See how it plays out. But I'm not going to rule that out as my strategy. And I just start smacking all the running back receivers and tight ends. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to turn off our little screen right there. Let's turn it off and do it like that. Yeah, we're going to turn it off and just smack the running back receivers and tight ends for about 6-7 rounds. Let's see how that looks. We'll smack those because I'm sure there'll be some dudes I like at those positions. And so let's do it like that, man. That's how we want to come. As we are in this BBM 7. And it's one of those things where we are looking for the plus CV at midnight, man. And whether we get it or not, we're going to go ahead and draft as though we are getting it. So we're going to take, oh man, there's some fallers over here. There's some pretty interesting fallers. But we're going to take this guy for sure. We love us some Kyle Pitts, man. We got another piece of that NFC South. We got the two Saints. We got Chris Godwin, and then we got Kyle Pitts. We got some NFC South love this year. We think that's a division that can score a lot of points this year. Man, there are some good quarterbacks available on the slow, but I don't need them. I don't want y'all to mess up my team by having all those points sitting on the bench. I don't want all those points on the bench. I really don't. We fucking with these kind of dudes. Casey Concepcion. We'll go ahead and take him and bolster that receiver room. We got two rookies we like. Two of our favorites out of the receiver spot. Jordan Tyson, Casey Concepcion. Probably two of the best. Hopefully, we hoping that they're two of the best rookies this year. And it's possible they could both have pretty sizable roles on their respective teams. And so we are liking that combination of rookies. Probably might not add another rookie. I really don't need one. So we'll go with these two rookies to head to be integrated into this receiver room of veterans. We got Christian Watson, Chris Godwin, and Michael Wilson. So we got some veterans, and we added the two rookies as we are trying to do our thing, catching up at the receiver spot, and we're doing it quite well. I would say so myself. And yeah, we got Genty, Achan, and Achan. And we just added a tight end, Kyle Pitts, a guy who broke a lot of hearts. He helped me. I wasn't crying when he went off in week 15 because I had plenty of Pitts. But those who didn't was crying and moaning and pissing and, hey, man, why did Pitts do that? He didn't do nothing. Oh, yeah, shut up. He crushed it in the last games, and you should have had some. So don't cry now because it don't matter. If you didn't want to get them, then don't cry when they go off. So that's how you just got to live with the results in this kind of game. If I choose to fade a dude and then he goes off, I got to live with that. There's no need in crying and acting like I did the right thing. You shouldn't have faded him. That's on you. So you got to take that responsibility. Don't blame it on Pitts. Blame yourself, right? That's how I look at it. Don't blame the player. Don't hate the game, man. Yeah. Don't hate the player, right? Don't hate. Congratulate. Yeah, it ain't his fault he went off. He did what he's supposed to do. I'm supposed to go off every now and then. Then he went off at the right time. So we always drafting Pitts year in, year out because we want dudes with the high ceiling. We're not worried about no floor in this game. I got too many roster spots to be worried about floor. I want y'all to hit your ceilings. Worry about no floor. You know, if you're a starter, you already got some kind of floor. But if you can't hit the ceiling games, that's what matters. At the right time, I need the ceiling game. I don't want no Khalil Shakir. Why do I want him? Even though I got Josh Allen, I still don't want Khalil Shakir. He ain't going to do shit. But give me 9 points every week. We don't want 9 points in our roster. We're looking for 29 points. We're looking for 23 points. You can keep the 9 points. I don't want 9 points. All right. We will take this guy possibly, though. We will possibly take one of these Josh Allen guys. Possibly. We will possibly do it. Not a promise, but it's possible. But I know we will definitely take this guy. Give us another receiver with a great opening and a potential riser. When I say riser, I mean he'll be a riser in production based on what he's already done. I'm not thinking he's going to rise in ADP. Probably stay static here for the rest of the draft season. But he's one of those guys that can increase his production year over year, like because he didn't start off very well last year. Jalen Coker, he was hurt, but he came on strong down the stretch. And so we like to look at stuff like that. How do you finish sometimes? We'll go ahead and add Kincaid. Yeah, let's do that. We'll add a Josh Allen weapon right here. Dalton Kincaid here in the 12th round. Yeah, we'll take him right there for sure. It's mighty fine. Dalton Kincaid at that price with our Josh Allen skinny stack. And as we are heading into the 12th round here in this BBM 7, we got a 1-3-6-2 where we smashed 3 running backs in the first 4 rounds. We went robust out of the 11 hole. And then we went with Josh Allen as well, which gave us an elite quarterback build. There's nothing wrong with an elite quarterback build in these BBM streets, because when you get a guy that can carry your position all year long, like a Josh Allen, that's never a bad thing, especially if you know how to build around that. And so our approach was to surround him with some running backs, and then we'll cobble together a receiving room that will be pretty good. So we are able to do that, it looks like. So far, so good. It's looking pretty interesting. And I think it's one of those things where you got to just take different approaches sometimes. You look at what the room's giving you, then you just take it. Because I'm a pretty versatile drafter where I can't just get stuck in one strategy or one kind of mindset. Hey, man, I got to go robust. I got to do superhero. I got to do hero this. I got to do zero that. Nah, man, you just draft according to what the room is kind of dictating for you to do. And so that's what you do. Although I will have certain targets. Like once I did get Achane, we're going Josh. Yeah, Achane Josh combination is the correlation to have if you take Achane. Now, if you don't have Achane, yeah, I think that's the only guy that really can do anything in that game if you're going to stack that game on the Miami side. And it's in Miami too, so don't think that that's going to be a blowout week 17. I don't care how good the Buffalo is. When you're playing a division team late in the year, lots of stuff can happen. Teams are trying to spoil your hopes. Miami could be better than we think. They could be like around 500, trying to get into the playoffs themselves so they can put up a fight. And it's a division rival that they just don't like. So I like that game, Buffalo, Miami. Might add another piece. We just might add another piece of that game later in the draft. Who knows? On the Miami side. All right, we're 2 picks away. Here in the 13th round, let's see how we want to do this. We got a 1-3-6-2. Yeah. Do we add another receiver? Oh, is our guy gone? He's gone. He's gone. So we'll add this guy. We'll take a rookie back. Young legs. Might find his way into a sizable role. Who knows what can happen over there in Denver? Because Denver is one of those teams that is usually going to start off with a committee. But by the end of the year, we don't know how that could shake out. Hopefully this guy, Jonah Coleman, is the last man standing or one of the people standing, along with just one of the other people. That's our hopes when you're drafting a guy like that here. Oh, we're doubling down on the Cleveland rookies. We'll take one more rookie out of that Cleveland wide receiver room because that could be an underrated source of points here. When you got two rookies that they spent high draft capital on, one of these dudes at least should emerge as a primary threat. The other one could maybe just be inconsistent or something and going through some growing pains. But I'm betting that at least one of these rookies, if not both, emerges as a primary threat there in Cleveland. One of these guys, Exception or Boston. I can't really call it right now who that will be, but it'll be one of them. Will be the primary threat over there this year on the outside because I do love some Fannin too, so I'm not going to discount him. But one of these rookies should emerge with a very valuable role, at least one of them, maybe both of them. Who knows? What if both of these dudes are their primary receivers? It's possible. All right, we're taking the receivers or the rookies off our board now. I don't get caught up in too much rookie fever, and I already got like 4 rookies. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 rookies. That's enough rookies for me. So no more rooks on this team here in the BBM. That's enough. We're going with veterans now. So let's do that. We'll take all our veteran dudes. Let's see, what buy do we got on 11-7 on the tight end. All right. There's a few dudes we do have some interest in here late. And Josh, you might just be riding solo, man. Josh might be riding solo. YOLO Dolo, man. Don't have a problem. We don't have a problem riding solo with Josh, man. As we wind down, here we're in the 15th round. Fantasy flock with 3 quarterbacks already. That's what his tool told him to do. All right. Go ahead and keep drafting quarterbacks. Hey, just trying to advance. I'm trying to win. Yeah, we don't worry about no 3 quarterback structures. We'll have some, but that's not necessary. That's for advanced rates. You playing for advanced rates, you draft 3 quarterbacks all the time. That's what y'all do. I don't care about no advanced rate. We're trying to hit the top 0.005% outcomes. And so those will be the kind of builds where you might be looking at the build and be like, man, why did he go 2 quarterbacks and 7 running backs? Because that's going to be different. That's why we did it. Why did he do 1 tight end? Because that's going to be different. That's why we did it. So, yeah, we're looking for the top spots, man. And just doing the standard builds. Okay. Not our approach. All right, so we got a 1-4-7-2 here in the BBM. And so let's go ahead and see what we want to do here also. We got our guys lined up. Do we want to take another receiver? Or should we gamble on this guy? We're going to take another Cleveland piece. A guy who could have a sizable role in the passing game. It's possible. Because I'm not so sure that Judkins is a 3-down back. Like a really good receiving back. So I think Dylan Sampson should carve out at least some kind of a role here in the passing game. And so we are rocking with him right there. Yeah. All right. Do we want to add a veteran receiver here? I think we do. We'll take this guy. Calvin Ridley. We'll go. We'll go with Calvin Ridley. We don't have much of him, but we'll take him here at 182. No problem. Getting us a little veteran presence in this receiver room. All right. So we ended up pretty well by not drafting our one until the 5th round. We got 7 or 8. We got 8 receivers now. Yeah. 8 receivers, 1 quarterback. That's the number 1 stunner, Josh Allen. And then we got 5 running backs, 2 tight ends. Do we even want another tight end? I might not even want another tight end, man. It's not looking like we need to, but we might just tack one on. Let's see if there's one we like. What kind of correlation can I get? Let me see. There's a little bit of correlation out here that we can still kind of find. Yeah. All right. I think I found maybe a potential tight end. Maybe we might tack on. We might tack this guy on. Just might. But it's not guaranteed. We know we got to add this guy. So we're going to add him first. We're going to add him first, which is our plan all along. That was the plan all along. And let's see what our guy Game Tight has up his sleeve. All right. He's got a Burrow, Lamar. He's got 6 running backs, 6 receivers. Yeah, I like that build, man. I like that build of yours. Very strong, very strong, very strong at 3-hole. And so we're coming down the home stretch. I got 2 clicks left. Let's go ahead and check out the board to see if it's okay. We got our 2 clicks left. Keenan Allen. Not clicking him either as an unsigned guy. Let's see where the unsigned guys are going here now. Diggs went in the 11th round. Where'd Debo go? Debo went in the 14th round. Keenan went in the 17th round. Anybody else? Unsigned? No, not really. Are people drafting Najee Harris still? I know I've never was drafting him, but some people were drafting him for a while. Tyreek? Any Tyreek Hill sightings out in these streets? I got 0 shares. I don't think I think Tyreek, long battle. Long battle, uphill battle right there with that injury. But good luck to him. He got a lot of kids to pay for, so good luck to him. Hopefully he can make a little bit more money and pay for all them kids that are out there calling him daddy. So take care of your kids. Pay those bills. All right. You got 18 years. 18 years, and on the 18th birthday, he found out it wasn't his. That's what they say sometimes. All right, we got our guy Shador as our second quarterback. Yeah, Josh Allen, let's go ahead and make the lineup every week. Just bring us a 20 points floor every week and just give us the goods every week. Okay? Do that, and we'll be happy. Do we want to add a back or do we want to add a tight end? Back or tight end? Back or tight end? Back or tight end? That is the question. I got Pitts, Kincaid. I'm rocking with those 2. We going with the 2-6-8-2. We add Nick Singleton. Another home run. Another rookie. Let's do it. Nick Singleton, another guy who's very talented. Might be able to get on the field. Who knows? We'll see. I know some of those dudes, Spears has been injured quite a bit, so who knows? Or he might just be better than Spears anyway, right? Nick Singleton could possibly be better than him. We'll see in the next few weeks as training camps are about to get underway this week, man. I'm excited, man. All these training camps. We're going to start getting some news. We're going to start getting some fresh alerts where we don't got to keep guessing who's doing well, who's not doing well, who's participating, who's not participating, who's injured, who's healthy. We're going to start getting all that news, right? And that's the influx of newcomers into the streets as well. And so we're going to go ahead and review two teams, unless there's more people in here. Are there some other people in this room? All right, we got to go ahead. Do you like Achane this year? A little bit. I'm not overly excited, but I'm starting to get a little more interested, though. And I got Achane, so we drafted him here. And I think it's coming down to the perception that things will be bad in Miami. Whenever I see there's a consensus, a group think that everything's bad in a certain situation, I'm jumping on that situation so I can get some leverage. So I'm going to probably draft quite a bit of them during the rest of the cycle because I was kind of low on them at first. Yeah, we are in a fantasy flock stream. Well, that's great, probably, because he's I think he streams late at night too. So we're probably in his stream and he's in our stream. Yep. Flock and his tools. Yeah. Hey, what's going on? Steve-O Speak Fan Speak Network. Appreciate you jumping on in here. Go ahead and, if you're not already following Fan Speak, go ahead and sign up right now. They got a lot of things going. They put on some marathon streams, some good content, and go ahead and join Fan Speak as well as come in here, smash the like button, and also subscribe to our channel. Right? It doesn't cost you a thing to subscribe because we got a challenge here of 300 subs. We are trying to go ahead and reach that before the season starts during this best ball hot summer. And if we do get to the 300 subs, we will go ahead and bring you our week 1 DFS picks for free here at GAB Sports. So we are heavily into the DFS streets as well as we have our archives here. You can see how we approach things. We had a whole season of content last year here. Flock and his tools. Let's jump in something else, man. We hope we get him another draft and put Flock. All right. Let's see how our team looks as well as our guy game type. Okay. So we're going to give some quick reviews here. We're going to go ahead and start off with our guy game types team. We're going to go ahead and share his team with us. I think he has a real strong team, real good approach here. So out of the 3 hole, he has a 2.772. Right. Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, 2 very strong quarterbacks. So no quarterback room is stronger than this, I'm sure, in this draft. And he's got Kyle Manangai, Kenny Gainwell, Chris Rodriguez, Woody Marks, B-Rob, Katron, Jordan James. So he got the 7 backs with the committee approach where he's hoping to alternate some good games. We got some intriguing guys. Could have some strong roles. You got Manangai, Gainwell, Rodriguez. Woody Marks will have a role. B-Rob's a straight handcuff. Katron Allen could emerge with a role. Who knows? Jordan James could be the handcuff there in San Francisco. So I can see how this committee approach is going to, they're going to have to get a few breaks here and there or emerge as one of the top guys in their current situation, separate themselves from the other guy. But yeah, I can see how this could get there, especially with a strong quarterback room and a strong receiver room. So you got Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, Zay Flowers, Scary Terry, DK Metcalf, Trey Tucker, and Elijah Schrock. Very strong receiver room. Yep. Stacked, double stacked with Lamar. And you got Chase, number 1 stunner receiver. Oh, triple stacked with Lamar, with Mark Andrews and Brenton Strange. So, yeah, very strong team. The backfield's going to have to come through with some timely production, but this is a very strong team in these type of contests. where you just kind of make 3 of your rooms very strong. At least 2 of them are very strong, and the tight end is okay, and the running back is the weak link, but it can come through with the timely production or a break here or there. And this team, you might see this team in the finals, these types of teams. And there'll be a unique build if they make it that far, because not a lot of people are willing to do builds like that. That's why our guy Game Tight is one of those guys you better be on the lookout for, because he's building some teams that if they advance, they got a shot to win. That's what you want to do, man. You want to build a team that if it advances, I got a shot to win. That's how I look at it. And so Josh Allen and Shador. So I waited for my second quarterback. And I don't have a problem with that, because we built the Shador stuff in, and hopefully he's the guy at the end of the season who's taking all the snaps. That's how we are thinking with this kind of build. So we got a 2-6-8-2. And then we went with Ashton Genty, Devon Achane, and Travis Achane. So we got a very solid trio of backs out the gate. And we added, 2 rookies and a second-year dude who's going to be involved in the pass game and could be an injury away from having a starting gig himself. That's Dylan Sampson. And we got Jonah Coleman and Nicholas Singleton. We tacked on at the very end. And we got Christian Watson as our number 1 receiver. We're very high on Watson this year. He's possibly having that 5th-year breakout, which doesn't happen often. But when the stars, moon, and the sun and the ocean all align, and for this guy, there's people that left the building. He's coming off a year removed now from his injury, and they're looking at him. He's just got a contract extension. They're looking at him to be the guy, man. So if he steps up into that role, you can see unprecedented production that he's never done before. Yeah, he's never had over 700 yards. We know that. But don't rule out a big season from Christian Watson here in Green Bay this year. Could happen. And so that's what we're banking on with this build, right? And so we got Jordan Tyson, a very promising, exciting rookie who could, not out of the question, he could be the best receiver on New Orleans, right? It's not out of the question that he's better than Olave, or he could just be 1B. That's good enough. He don't have to be better than him, but don't rule it out that he is. He could be better than him. And so he could be the number 1 dude there. That's within the range of possibilities. And then we got Chris Godwin, another guy we are very high on this year. And then we pulled up Michael Wilson, guy we've been getting a little more interest in of late. And so we had no problems pulling him up here. And we correlated him, a little bit of correlation with Genty with that pick. And then we got a couple of rookies out of Cleveland that we are high on. One of these guys, I believe it wholeheartedly, will emerge as the number 1 primary option over there. It's going to be either KCC or Denzel Boston, and we rostered both of them here with our guy Shador. Then we got Jalen Coker, and we got Calvin Ridley, veteran insurance. Is that what we call the chaperone kind of a guy? Yeah, he could be just a chaperone. Early season, maybe he's doing some things. Maybe they trade him by midseason or whatever. Who knows? But hopefully he can start off strong for us with this kind of receiver room we built. And then our young guys come on later, the post-rookie buy bump type of effect. And so that's how we built this room with that kind of a thought in mind. And our double tight ends we got are Kyle Pitts and Dalton Kincaid. So that's how we did it here in this BBM on Midnight Mondays, where we come and draft our BBMs each and every Monday. We'll be back next Monday as well to draft another BBM. And so what we're going to do now is jump into another draft. Let's go ahead and jump into, let's see, do we want to do our last pug? Anybody got some pugs out there? Game Tight, you got a pug left? If you got a pug left, I'll do it, because I know you're going to jump in. So, but if you don't have a pug left, we can do something else. So our guy Game Tight, let us know if you're still around. Do you have a pug left? If not, we can jump into a fast puppy. I got 1 pug left, so I don't know if I want to do it right here on stream. I'll probably wait on that one. So yeah, let's wait on that one. I think I'll do my pug off stream. But let's go ahead and jump into a fast puppy. I want to get some more of these in. Let me see, how many do I got? The fast puppel up. We got 22 fast puppies. Yeah, let's get some more of those in. Let's rip maybe 2 of these. We might go 2 in a row. Who knows? All right, we're going to jump into a fast puppy in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are entering the fast puppy right here, right now. Oh, it's a lot of seats left. 8 seats left. Here in the fast puppy. Let's do this, Brutus. Just filling quick. Not too quick. So maybe Flock's not in this one. But I'm sure we got some other streamers. We got some other late night streamers. I think our guy Young Jerry is in. Let me go and check him out. See if he's also streaming still. All right. As we are still waiting for this to fill here. I got nice blunt streaming. So let's see who else is out here. Okay. Yeah, nice blunt streaming. Block streaming, huh? All right, we're waiting on one. We are waiting on one. Let's see. Here in the fast puppy. Waiting for one. It's filled up now. Appreciate you all for coming on in. Drafting with us. Let's see who we got here. We got the 10 hole now. We've been kind of trapped in these later spots here lately, which is fine. It don't matter. You go through these stretches where you just kind of get certain picks in bunches. We've been getting 10, 11, 12 here lately in bunches, which is perfectly fine. We'll increase. We might get another Genty share. Yep, we are in these streets. Out here giving people likes, even while we stream. That's how we do it. We support everybody out here. Yeah, we looking for the same in return. Yeah, we looking for the same in return. Don't be a hater. Be a congratulator. Because you got new guys out here streaming. I try to find everybody, anybody, and give them likes. I see guys with 2, 3 viewers, and I understand because I've been there, man. Yeah, sometimes it's like that. You just got to keep talking. You got to keep acting like everybody's watching. And so I take nothing for granted. I am appreciative. So when I see guys out there trying to start something, doing something, I give them a like, man. I go listen to them for a minute. That's just how I am. I'm a congratulator. I'm an uplifter. I don't try to hate on people. Do your thing, man. However you got to do it. Because we know what we're doing, so we ain't tripping. Whether I got 10 viewers, 1 viewer, 1,000 viewers, we're going to keep forging ahead with this plan, man. We on our track, man. So we are here on our road to 300 subs. And whether we get there or not is not the question. We got a goal, and we trying to get there. So let's go ahead and make that happen, man. However we get there, we going to get there one time or another. Yeah, 300 subscribers. Go ahead and make that happen. We ask that you come on in, subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a thing, because we are going to provide to our community of subscribers free week 1 DFS top plays. They're going to be hot. Well, they are going to be hot. Yeah. And also our free NFL picks as well. So let's go ahead and make that happen. We are on the clock here in a second. So we want to make this happen right here. We'll take CeeDee Lamb this time. Let's go ahead and take a receiver to mix things up a little bit. We'll take CeeDee Lamb. And let's see who else we're going to get on the rebound here. We'll get somebody we like, because there's plenty of backs right there. That fall right there. Yeah, we'll get a good back. So we got the last receiver of value right there. We might pull somebody up. Who knows? Who knows? Although in this kind of a room, I don't think I need to pull dudes up too much. I think I'll be getting pretty good value out of these opponents. So we're not going to really need to reach or do anything exotic in these fast puppies, because the fast puppies, I guess we got about, maybe another week based on the field rate. It might be next Monday, or Sunday, Monday, or about time it feels. But hopefully it'll be around by Friday, because we want to go ahead and draft some on Friday, man. Let me see what's going on. Just came up with another option. All right. So let's go ahead and we're going Hampton or Big Dog. We'll go Hampton. We're going to go Hampton. We are going to go Hampton for the touchdown equity, because when we're taking Hampton or Big Dog, you know what we're looking for? We're looking for touchdowns. Because here on Underdog, when there's no PPR, touchdowns are king. And when we get touchdowns, it makes us happy. And we are able to do this when we get our touchdowns here on Underdog. We are able to do our touchdown dance, because if you ain't scoring touchdowns over here on Underdog, if your players aren't giving you touchdowns, they aren't distinguishing themselves and separating from the other players, right? If you get 100 yards rushing, but you don't put nothing in the end zone, you only going to end up with like 12 points, right? You might got like a catch or two or whatever. So you're only going to have like 12 points. So if you put it in the end zone, that's adding that extra 6 points or 12 points if you put two of them in. So the guys that get the touchdowns are the valuable dudes. And so the touchdowns usually come from guys who are in the red zone, right? Guys who are on good teams, right? So you got to kind of focus on a lot of that kind of angles of getting who are the guys with the touchdown equity. And so that usually comes from the good teams and the guys who are in the red zone. And I look for Hampton. And I know there's a lot of talk about this Keith Mitchell guy. He was like 190 pounds soaking wet. He ain't going to be in the red zone, okay? The touchdown equity is all in the favor of Omarion Hampton. So we are loading up on Hampton as well. So we'll take a lot of Hampton there, a lot of Big Dog there, guys who give us that touchdown equity that you're going to need here on Underdog. Bottom line, we want TDs. Yep. And a guy like Big Dog has proven year in, year out to be that kind of a dude that he going to put 13, 14 into the end zone no matter what. That's the minimum. We can just write that in blood, right? Doing that, man. As you are rocking with us here on Midnight Mondays, GAB Sports. Yeah, we might be able to do another one, man. We are rocking and rolling. Go ahead and come on in. Kick your shoes off. Put your feet up. Have you a nice drink, because we are rocking past midnight here on the East Coast. It's approaching 10 p.m. here on the West Coast. So we are still fresh, fly, and full of energy to go ahead and maybe get you a third draft. Yeah, I'm doing this because I want to do it. But go ahead and smash that like. We will appreciate that, as we may do a third draft. man. We bring you a third draft. You got to come on in here, man. Come on in here. Smash that like. Subscribe to the channel. And draft with us, man. We are having a ball. Oh, we want this guy. We got the correlation already built in. We taking friendly neighbors. Let's go with Malik Neighbors with CD Lamb. Giving us that week 17 correlation with CD Lamb. Malik Neighbors. Yeah. Should we over-correlate this game? Should we do it? It's not out of the question. It's not out of the question, as we might just rock with that as well. We might. Or do we just go with the passing game? Do we want to go with the passing game, or do we want to get another piece of that game right now? We're interested. Let me see how it shakes out. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll take some Scatterbo. You're not overly thrilled with it, but we'll take them. We'll take them. We'll take two dinged up dudes on the Giants. And hopefully by week 17, they're running full speed. Both of these guys. They're not on the sideline. They're not in the tent. They're not in a cast. They're on the field making plays against the Dallas Cowboys week 17. That be your guys, Cam Scatterbo and Malik Neighbors. Let's see if they can be that kind of guy. Let's see if they can give it to us. Give it to us. Give us the touchdowns we're going to be seeking that day if we make it to the finals, right? You have to make it to week 17 for these week 17 angles to even, occur, right? So getting to week 17, we can be targeting all this stuff, theorizing all this stuff, but you're going to be fortunate. You're going to have some luck. You're going to have some skill. But to get to week 17, it's going to be a blessing, no matter how many teams you get there, no matter if you get one team there, no matter if you get 10 teams there, no matter if you get 0 teams, actually. If you don't even get any teams there, it's a blessing that you was even in the contest, right? That you had the wherewithal, you had the resources to even enter the contest. Because we got to be looking at this as like, man, you might be lighting all this money on fire. In theory, like you might not think you are at this point of the game. You might think you got a great shot. We all do. Think we got a great chance to win this. Great chance to get the money back. Great chance to get far. But in the end, shit, we might not do nothing. Right? We might get all our teams booted in week 15. And you have a big loss, right? So take it with a grain of salt. Nothing's guaranteed in life or in this game. Be grateful of whatever you do, whatever you have, because it's a blessing just to be able to wake up, right? Each and every day. As I get older, I don't take this stuff for granted. A lot of you young whippersnappers out here, I'm sure you think you're invincible. You think nothing can happen to you as you're 25, 30 years old. People die every day that's 25, 30. So don't think that tomorrow is promised to any of us. Be grateful for whatever you got, whatever you have, whatever you're doing. Enjoy life. Because I'm enjoying myself putting these streams together. This has been a goal ever since we started, is to document this journey of ours. And so we are on this mission for Moolah. Yeah. And we are put together our process over the years, refining it and bringing it to you live and direct 4 times a week. We got 4 shows coming at you weekly. And I'll go ahead and post that little schedule up here in a second as we are on the clock here. Oh. No. I don't want that decision. So I'm going to pass on him. I'm going to take this guy. Yeah, I didn't want that decision. But we made a decision. Yep. Because I think there's another avenue I have for this build. And so we passed on a guy like Lamar, who we definitely love this year, but we passed him. Yeah. Because we got a different angle that we want to take. And let's see, how's it looking? Oh, we're up next. Oh, yeah. We like this one. We like the way this is shaking out. Do we add that guy? We don't have much of him. We're going to add him if he drops. Let's see what Matt Grand does. What you going to do, Matt Grand? That's what I thought you might do, because we wanted this guy. We don't have many shares, and we like the Bears. So we're going to add Roma Doomsday share. We don't have many of them. Yeah. And let's go ahead and get that schedule out here. As we are coming to you 4 times a week, here we have midnight, Mondays tonight. And then on Wednesdays, we have our show. Oh, but for midnight Mondays, we want to go ahead and mention we are drafting a BBM on Mondays every time. So as soon as we come in, we're drafting a BBM here on midnight Mondays, right around midnight Eastern time. And then we also got our show, Machiavellian Thoughts, where we're going to explore different topics all across the sports world, not just for fantasy sports, not just for fantasy football. There will be different topics. We had a World Cup Machiavellian Thoughts, and it'll also be touching on topics that also cross culture as well and social impacts, right? So it's not just football talk. It's not just sports talk. It'll be like sports, how it kind of also mixes into pop culture, right? And so we have that Machiavellian Thoughts, where we won't be afraid to step on a few toes or say things that most people won't be ready to say. We might just say it on Machiavellian Thoughts. And we also have our Fiesta Fridays, where we come at you with a ball, man. We having a good time on Fiesta Fridays. That's where we usually have our guests. But this week, we may be working on something. We may be on our guy Hartman's show this Friday. We are trying to finalize that, but it looks like it's going to happen. So look for us to be on Hartman's Frenchy Friday show Friday evening. But we will also have our Fiesta Fridays. So we're going to be on for a while, man. We're going to do our show, then jump on his show and run it like that. All right, for Friday. And then Knockout Brunch, where we might return the favor and have him on our show on Knockout Brunch on Sundays, where we pit 2 players against each other, usually relatively close ADPs. You can check out the archives here, as we did a show yesterday for Knockout Brunch, where we pitted our 2 tight ends against each other, and you see that one of them ain't going to make it out of that battle. All right, so that is the schedule of shows we have here on GAB Sports. We are up in a few picks here. All right, let's see who we got. Who are we rocking with, man? Here in the 7th round, let's see who's on the board. Did we get any fallers? Do we got anybody we really like here who fit that we can roll with? Anybody? 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 We're going to take Dak Diggler. We'll take Daculus. We're going to take Dakota Prescott. I haven't really seen too many dudes named Dakota, but okay, whatever. Dakota Prescott is our guy here. Diggity Dak. Just don't get hurt this year, Diggity Dak, because you've been getting hurt every other year. And so this is that even year where you have shown a propensity to get hurt on the even years. Let's avoid that this year. Let's go ahead and do that, man. We got faith in you. You can avoid it. You ain't getting hurt this year. I got faith in you. It ain't going to happen, right? It ain't going to happen, man. It ain't going down like that. He'll be all right this year. Because if Dak is upright for the full season, just like Big Dog, you can just pencil in 13, 14 rushing touchdowns in blood. If Dak is upright for the full year, guess what? Just pencil it in blood. 4,200 passing yards, 28 touchdowns. Those are the minimum that he'll do. So Dak is one of those producers, man. Don't get it twisted. Dak produces. So we look for this Cowboy offense to be very explosive once again. And we took Jaden Reed. I don't have much of him. That's why I took him. Yeah, we just adding him. This is the season a lot of times where right ahead of training camp and all that, you know, where you kind of want to get some players that you might not have a lot of, because the dynamics are going to change here over the next few weeks. And because you're going to get an influx of new users, and casual players are going to just start flocking to these streets. And so the ADPs of a lot of dudes are going to change. We don't know whether it's going to be a positive change, a negative change, or whatever. They're going to change. And so I want to start adding some dudes who I don't have a lot of exposures yet, and I don't know where their ADP is headed. So taking guys like Jaden Reed, a few other dudes that I don't have a lot of, it's kind of what I'm kind of looking at right here in these next few days of drafting. They're getting different exposures, different combinations. That's what I'm looking at right here, right now. All right, let's see what we're looking at now. What's the... Oh, Dart just went. I didn't think he would get back to me. But I'm okay not having Dart since we got two pieces of that already, and we got Dak on the other side. Don't need to really stack both sides of that game with the quarterbacks, that is. So we're going to go ahead and rock Dak. Let's see what else we got. What other stack can we finagle out of here, man? 9th round. The 9th resound. All right, we like these guys. We like that guy. Yeah, I think it's coming down to exposures, man. We got to make sure our exposures are where we want them to be. And so we're uplifting some of the low exposures, and we're kind of decreasing some of the super high exposures. So I keep track of my exposures on a regular to make sure you just want to settle at the end right where you want to be, right? And so I noticed I got some guys a little too high right now. I got too much of them. So I got to start mixing that up. And so that's part of what our process is. We got to balance out what we want to have, what we have envisioned. Make sure we come in at the end around there. We don't want to be too high on too many guys. You don't want to be too low on too many guys. Although I'm not a kind of guy that just says, oh, I got to have a balanced, even portfolio of exposures. No, I don't want to operate like that either. We're going to go ahead and rock this dude. We need one more back right here. Take Rashad White. And let's see. Is that a dude we really need in this next pick? Do we need it or do we want it? That is the question. Need versus want. A lot of times we think we need something in this game, and then so we draft based on, oh, I needed that. Okay. But did it help your roster? The roster build sometimes will want maybe the better player and not the guy you need. You might have needed to take the better player, right? And so right here, oh, we like this guy. So we're going with another running back who we know will not get back to us. We're taking Jordan Mason. Why? I believe he can score the touchdowns. And we want to be feeling good after he does the touchdowns. We want to be doing that. The old school Billy White Shoes funky chicken. I remember when he busted that out, man. It was like, he's doing the funky chicken. And then he would do the splits at the end. Yeah, I know y'all don't remember that. Y'all too young. And then what are some of y'all favorite dances that you remember? Remember when they used to let you do the group celebrations? The fun bunch? They would kind of like all get in a little tight group and then all just jump all together and kind of touch hands or whatever. And the icky shuffle. Who else has some dances? The Dirty Bird. Remember the Dirty Bird? Yeah, the Dirty Bird, the Atlanta Falcons. And dude that used to do the salsa. Victor Cruz. He would do the salsa dance. You know, when he scored his touchdown, Victor Cruz. That was kind of cool. And who else had a touchdown dance? I don't really remember too many more. But the Icky Shuffle, the Dirty Bird, and now we got the Gritty, right? We got the Gritty. And we got, who else has a touchdown dance like right now? Does anybody have a touchdown dance other than the Gritty? Not really, huh? Can't think of anybody. The Dougie? Yeah, some people do the Dougie, but that ain't a touchdown dance. It's a popular dance. Dougie Fresh invented back in the 80s. Hip-hop culture is very, very influential out here in these streets, out here in these marketing worlds. Yeah. I was born into hip-hop. Yeah. I was there for all the first concerts, all the record. We didn't get spoon-fed hip-hop back in the day. You had to know what was good just off of your, ear for music. You couldn't just, they wasn't spoon-feeding you what to listen to. We had to figure out what was hot. We knew what was hot. Fuck them telling us what was hot. We know what's hot. Y'all don't know what's hot. We know what's hot. All right. How many receivers we got? We're taking another one right here. Dakota Prescott. Do we need another guy in that game? I might take all of his weapons. You with Dart. Why ain't you taking the weapons? You with Dart. The guy with Dart. You don't want to take the weapons? I might take them from you. I might, but I think I need a specific guy myself. So we're going to rock with this guy. Malik Willis, another guy I've been adding some shares of, is Malik Willis. All right, you are rocking with the Moolah here at the Young Moolah Express. Come on, man, kick your shoes off. Jump into another track as we might do another one. Yeah, one more. We got one more in us here on Midnight Mondays. We're going to do one more draft after this one. We're going to jump right into it. There's no reviews here after this one because we want to rock one more draft. So we're going to just jump right into it. It'll be another fast puppy because we're trying to get our puppies in, man, before this contest gets on a fast track to closing. So we want to go ahead and jump in another one, man. And then we might even do another one off stream after we do that. But we got one more in us during this Midnight Mondays. Rocking with your guy, Young Moolah, here on GAB Sports. Yeah, we did a BBM out the gate, out of the 11 hole. And now we got the 10th pick here in our second draft. So we've been kind of pigeonholed at the end here, 10 through 12 in our last few drafts. I guess, the variance is coming for us for the very end of these draft rooms, which is fine. But it just kind of narrows what we've been doing. And we might just switch it up in this next one. We might be willing to pull somebody up who really doesn't fit on that side because we don't have any kind of aversion to risk, right? We are risk averse, if you want to call it that, because we will do things unorthodox and a little different, man. No problem. Especially when you're in these big contests, man. These large fields. Let's see how many people are in this one. How many people are in this contest? The fast puppy is 225,000 entries. Yeah, 225,000 entries. So if you're not willing to do something a little different to try to get to the top in some of your drafts, right? You don't have to reinvent the wheel in every single draft, yeah. But in a few drafts, you just better be a little different in some of these entries. If you got multiple entries, you got 50 plus entries or 40 plus entries, some of them just better be a little different. If you're just doing the same old standard, hey, let me get 2 running backs out the gate. Let me get 3 receivers. If you're doing the same old stuff every single draft, you ain't winning shit. Yeah, you might advance a little bit or whatever, but you ain't gonna win. You gotta mix it up, the portfolio. You gotta mix up the strategies. You gotta have different approaches. You gotta have some unorthodox stuff. You gotta have some conventional stuff. You gotta have a few pull-ups that you don't even think nobody is thinking of. It's all kind of stuff you gotta do differently to win the top prize, man. We trying to win the top prize. We ain't trying to play for week 15 just to get to week 15. We want to see, hey, we made the week 15. Can we win this whole enchilada, man? Yeah, that's what we're thinking about. How we going to take it down once we get there. All right, we got Dak, Malik Willis. All right, let me see what the board looks like. We don't have a tight end yet. 178. See what the tight end rooms look like. Kenyon Sadiq. Let's see. How many other people need tight end? Oh, we're pulling our dude up right here. There's too many people with one tight end. They're going to take my tight end. I already know. So we're pulling our guy up right here. We don't give a damn about no ADP this late. We want correlation. We want stacks. We're picking dudes based on what we want to do, not based on no ADP. And since we got Malik Willis, give me my guy right now. I started the Dolchich train. You want proof? We'll break out the proof. I started the Dolchich picks. Yeah, we was taking Dolchich in February. Soon as the contest opened, we was already taking Dolchich. Nobody was taking Dolchich. I heard the comments in the rooms when I would take Dolchich. It would be on streams. In fact, your favorite streamers, they know I'm the Dolchich whisperer. Yeah, we started Dolchich. Guarantee you. I got proof. It's all good though. It's a whole bunch of trains I done started out here. But that's why we documented everything. We got archives, man. I keep receipts, man. Nobody was on Jonathan Brooks before me. Guarantee you. I watched all the streams. I saw everybody out there who they was picking. I was on Brooks from the beginning when his ADP was 200. I don't even remember when his ADP was 200. I do, because I was picking him. Yeah, I was taking him at 200. Y'all wasn't. We start trains and we end trains. So that's how we do it here at GAB Sports. We uncover gems. We drop jewels and uncover gems, man. That's my new tagline. We drop jewels and uncover gems, right? So if you want to find out where the gems are, come on over here to GAB Sports. Your guy, YUUNGMOOLAHH, is always finding the gems. Yeah. It's in the archives. Check it out. Go back to February. Go back. We got our roadmap to week 17, in fact. So we put the roadmap already of how we going to get to week 17. We put that out here on video. The reels are already here. Here in the archives, you can see roadmap to week 17, volumes 1, 2, and 3 in our pre-draft contests. Laid out the roadmap of how we're going to get there. And we follow this stuff religiously. That's part of our process of how we think about this game. Because this is a thought process, man. This type of large field contest, you got to think about how you're going to do this stuff. If you just out there drafting just to draft, you're just playing for luck. We are not playing for luck here. We are really to make it happen, right? You got to make your own luck. You don't just out here just go play the lottery if you're just trying to play for luck. This ain't lottery, man. We trying to do this based on strategy, right? So that's how we approaching things here at GAB Sports. And so come on in and check us out. Hit that like button as you come on in. Smash the like. Go ahead. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on social media at GAB4Young. That's GAB, the number 4, YUUNG. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this started, man. All right. We'll come up here in the 15th round. And we got a choice to make here. A choice to make here in the 15th round. Do we want to go ahead and do that? Or do we add another tight end, man? We need a tight end in the worst way. And it's okay. We'll take him. We'll take Patrick Freiermuth, because we need another tight end. The tight ends are running kind of thin. So we take Patrick Freiermuth along with our guy, Greg Dulcich. And let's see. Are we going to push the next tight end back, or are we going to take another guy? We can take another guy here. We can definitely do that. Let's see how it shakes out. Because we got a pretty made roster here. We got a running back room that's pretty solid. Don't need to add anything. And we got a receiver room that's pretty solid. We'll probably tack on another one here late. But it's pretty strong. Got some number ones, some 1Bs, and some dudes who are emerging. Here we go. I like that receiver room. And then we got a tight end room that, unspectacular, but it's going to be solid. We are very high on our guy, the Dosage, the guy we started to train for. We are very high on him. So we will go ahead and rock that one. We've been drafting Dosage since day one. So we got plenty of shares of Dosage. We have not stopped drafting. I'll take him at 159 here. So that's how high I've been on Dosage. And I would take him at many prices. Because the overall shares, it doesn't matter. The price you're kind of getting them at is relative. When it's 160 to 180, it's all relative, right? The bottom line is he going to produce? We look at him as being probably the top option there in Miami. With those young receiving core, those dudes ain't going to know what to do. The safety valve is going to be the easiest throw Malik Willis can make. The tight end safety valve. So we're going to rock that one. All right. We're going to protect our investment and go ahead and do something a little different. Here in the last round, we already got it locked in of what we're going to do. All right, let's see what the board is looking like. As we will bring you one more draft. We're going to jump right into another draft. We're not even going to review this team. We're going to jump right into another draft because we want to do one more. That's why. We are rocking with you on midnight Mondays, deep into the night. It's almost 10:30 here on the West Coast, which we are at. It's well after midnight on the East Coast on midnight Mondays, where we brought you a BBM draft. That's how we do it. We come in and get it cracking right away, jump into a BBM each and every Monday. We only have a few of these left, so it will be broadcast each and every Monday here at GAB Sports, our BBMs. We are saving those all for our streams. And We only got a few left because we're at about 25 right now, approaching 25. I only allotted 25 to 30 BBMs for this year because we like other contests. Oh, we won't be done drafting. We just like other contests. And so that's our approach. That's why we know we're going to take something down because we're approaching the contest that we know how to approach. And we got our best strategy is already geared for these specific advance rates and specific formats. So we are attacking certain stuff. And that certain stuff is coming up. This is when they start releasing more of the contests I like. Around halfway through the season, we start seeing the Husky. Yeah. We start seeing the Flock. Flock, go ahead and release your contest because I was crushing the Flock contest last year. It's only 1 out of 12 that advances in the Flock contest. I think I had 10 or 12 teams. And out of those 10 or 12 teams, I got 3 first place, I think, which you have to come in first. I got 1 to the finals. And the Flocks. So, yeah, you got to understand the rules when you're in these contests. Some of them are like, hey, man, winner take alls, all that kind of stuff. So if you don't understand the rules, then you can't tailor a strategy to it. So the Flock is 1 out of 12. Yeah, you got to come in first place to advance out of the Flock League. Not 2 out of 12, not 3 out of 12. You got to come in first place. All right, we need another receiver. We're going to take this guy, Torrey Horton. Yeah, we believe in this guy. He was starting to emerge last year, and then he got hurt. He was killing Cooper Kupp. Torrey Horton, he was starting to just separate from a lot of those dudes over there. And then he got hurt. So we think he can jump right back in the mix for a prominent role there. I think Cooper Kupp is pretty much dust. If he's not full dust, he's dustish. Maybe not full dust, but he's getting there. So we like the young and youthful legs of Torrey Horton. And we're going to wrap it up with a click nobody's making. We're protecting our investment in that game. We got our guy, Joe Milton, to back up Dak in case he reverts to his getting hurt every other year. Dak Prescott might get hurt. And we got an investment, man, so we got to protect that investment. We stacked that game. The Giants and the Cowboys. So we going with our guy, Joe Milton, who if Joe Milton somehow ends up under center, he will light it up. We got no doubts about that. We are high on Joe Milton. I'm surprised somebody hasn't been tried to get this dude off the Cowboys. This guy is starter material in the NFL, as far as I'm concerned. If you think Malik Willis can start, shit, Joe Milton is better than Malik Willis from what we've seen. We've seen enough. So in our analysis, we came out the lab of watching all these underrated prospects and under the radar quarterbacks around the league. Joe Milton is ranking high on our list. He's just as good as any of these dudes who should be in line for a starting job in the next season or two. So if Joe Milton ends up behind center for the Cowboys, he gonna do some damage. So we're just protecting our investment there with that click in the 18th round. We got Dak Prescott, Joe Milton, Malik Willis, Marion Hampton, Cam Scatterbo, Rashad White, Jordan Mason, Jonah Coleman, Omari Hampton, Scatterbo, Rashad White, Jordan Mason, Jonah Coleman, CeeDee Lamb, Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas, Rome Odunze, Jaden Reed, Jalen Coker, Torrey Horton, Greg Dulcich, Rare Fryermuth, and Gunnar Hill. All right, so let's jump into another draft right here, right now. We aren't going to waste any time. We're jumping into another one right here, right now. Fast puppy, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We are entering another fast puppy. because we are trying to get some volume in here. And we probably going to do another one off stream, because let's see, what does it look like now? What are the entries here? Are they at 66.6? It's going to be getting close. Friday's going to be a clutch day. This could be very close to filling up on Fridays, the way it's starting to increase a little bit. As some more and more people are coming into these streets. And so you're looking at the landscape over here on Underdog, the contests that are available. The puppy is looking like probably one of the better contests for value, especially for newbies coming in. They're going to look at it and be like, yeah, man, let me jump into that. Because the PPR Frenchie's already about to be filled up. The pug is $12 and $40K the first. They're going to see that $5, $200K the first. That's the first thing people going to look when they come in fresh and new. They're going to be like, oh, let me jump into that. So the fast puppy might be a wrap by Friday. We got 11 out of 12. I'm on the clock in the Little Dalmatian. I still got Little Dalmatians. Little Dalmatians in the slow thing. Fast puppy about to start. We got the number one stunner. It went from the back end of the draft to the front end in one fell swoop. Jamal Charles, 25. He was just in our last draft. Are you in here, Jamal Charles? We got our guy Lawsimo. All right, I got Lawsimo at the number 7 spot. Who else we got in here? All right. All right, Jamal Charles, you in our room. I know you are, huh? It's all right, man. We're in a safe space. You can go ahead and say so. Just come on in. Smash the like. All right. We don't mind your ear hustling. Let's just go ahead and smash that like, fella. Also, subscribe to the channel. It don't cost you nothing. And if you say something, you'll get a team review. How about that? You might not care about that, but hey, some people like for you to give them a little bit of a review on how you think they drafted. Because I'm going to be honest. If your team sucks, I'm not going to be too friendly. I'm not going to trash you too hard, but I'll give you an honest review of what I think about your team. And so if you want that, go ahead and let us know you're in here, man. All right. It's safe. We got our guy Lawsimo in here at the 7th hole. All right, let's see what we got going in this draft. As we got the number 1 pick. He's starting off with Gibbs. I'm definitely doing some kind of a pull-up here at the 2-3 turn. Just got to figure out who it is I want to pull up. I think I know. It's just because being at the 1 hole, things have changed so much over the course of the draft cycle that I'm kind of just not feeling the guys who are left here to 2-3. I think there's a lot of chalk that people are just clicking the ADP guys here. That'll be kind of too chalky. And so I want to mix things up because to me, I don't think there's a big difference in the guys that I pull up compared to the guys that are there. And so you're going to get the better combinations or more unique combinations if you're pulling a dude up. Instead of taking these chalk combinations that everybody's kind of clicking, especially when all the newer casual drafters come in here. They're going to take more of the ADP clicks, and which is going to lead to a lot of the same kind of combos out there. And so we're doing something a little different on this 2-3 turn. I already know I'm going to do something different. I just got to figure out what it's going to be. And I know what my first option is going to be. Let's see if I want to pull 2 dudes up. I might pull up 2 dudes. Let me see if I can get some correlation already built in. I could possibly do that. And it might not be week 17. Maybe it's a week 15 correlation I want to build in. Let's see who they play week 15. Oh, yeah, they do. 16. Week 16 is something that's interesting. week 15 correlation. How about we do that? We're going to do a week 15 correlation potentially here. And the two dudes we're going to pull up here. And I like this. Oh, kind of scared me with that pick. I thought, did he pick my dude? But they did not pick my guy. That's great. We're going to go ahead and do it right here. Let me put him in my queue already. Oh, man, I don't know if I can pass on this guy, though. Wasn't expecting this guy to possibly be there. Do I want to pull up a guy over this guy just for the correlation? Yes, we do. We're taking correlation over everything. And we're taking unique combos over everything. So we got Chris Olave and Emeka Egbuka. We're taking a week 15 correlation and the pull-up for the unique combo with Gibbs. That's how we're going to do it here. That's how we're going to do it here. In the midnight hour. In the midnight hour. There's a song called that. Wilson Pickett. Very famous, very popular. Big hit back in the late 60s. In the midnight hour. As we're drafting here in the midnight hour, we're going to take our guys. We're going to get our combos, our unique ones. And we're just going to say, what the hell? This is a late night draft. We might want to do something a little wacky. But we're not going to be so wacky that we don't have a shot. Because the unique teams are the ones that will differentiate you. But we ain't that wacky to where it's just ridiculous. We got dudes who actually can produce. So, yeah, we ain't getting that stupid. So we got dudes that can produce as part of our wackiness. We just correlated already, though. That's all. We just did that. Let's see what else is built into this. Yeah. We got something else that's built into this. Okay. 3-team correlation? Do we do the 3-team correlation? Yeah, we could do it. We could do that. Let me see. That guy, this guy, and where's he at? There he is. That guy. All right, we got enough in our queue. We got enough in the queue to make us happy. And we'll get 2 of these dudes. I'm pretty sure of that. Pretty sure of that. How many we got in the queue? We got 7 in the queue. And we're 8 picks away. So we're getting 2 of these dudes. We are. Yep, I can see it. Because there's 3 dudes I didn't put in the queue because I didn't think they would even get here, and they probably ain't. So yeah, we'll be able to get this. We'll be able to get this. Thank you for joining us here on Midnight Mondays as you are rocking with your guy YUUNGMOOLAHH. And what was the poll? Did you guys vote in the poll? Go ahead and make sure you cast a vote in that poll. And how are you guys feeling about these unsigned free agents out here? Do you think they're worth any kind of capital here that you need to spend? Because I haven't been able to really click too many of these guys. Like Diggs, Debo, I'm very under the field on all of these guys so far. When I say under the field, we're talking maybe the field is like 7-8%, right? 8%-ish. And so we're under the field, meaning that we probably are about 5% or less on all of these dudes. Including Diggs, who a lot of people have been kind of clicking, but I know I'm under 5% or at 5% max. I just don't see how these guys get too favorable of a spot here. Oh man, what happened to the? Okay, we got a guy. We'll take this guy
And we'll also take this guy. Since we didn't get Nico, we'll go ahead and take Demo. We exchange Demo for Nico. All right, so yeah, I think there's not really a lot of lucrative spots for any of these free agents, I don't think, to land. I just, and they don't seem to be that highly sought after by these teams. So I'm not really seeing a ton of upside left in these guys who aren't signed. Diggs is probably looking like the best bet as far as the guy who has the most left in the tank. But I didn't like a lot of what I saw from Debo. I mean, he put up a decent season, but physically he didn't look that good. Right? He looked a little heavy, looked a little slow. And so another year you're adding to him, to that resume, to that body, the beatings he's taken, the injuries he's had. I'm not sure this guy's that much of a difference maker out here right now. And so they're talking about him going back to San Francisco even. Is that going to be good for him? Not really. You got a pretty crowded wide receiver room. So I don't see a ton of upside built into these guys. I mean, I could be wrong, but just not seeing it. So wherever they land, they're going to have to get up to speed here. You know, it's kind of a late to be coming into a new team, learning the system, learning the playbook. So I'm just not thrilled with these guys, right? But a lot of people are drafting these guys in high volume. You know, it's not a big risk, I guess, where they're going. But is the reward good enough? Because I see some other players surrounding these guys who I'm more interested in. I'm willing to make big bets on, like big bets. When I say big bets, I'm talking exposures, right? So there are guys surrounding the Debos, the Diggses of the world. The Ayuks, I guess Ayuk's kind of falling off the map. Now nobody really wants to mess with him. But there's guys who I like around those guys' ADP a lot better than those guys. And so I'm not really finding myself getting to these good dudes, man. It's just my portfolio. I could be wrong. But not overly anxious to try to get these guys. I got Losmo, Drake May in the middle. Let's see what he's doing here. What say you regarding these undrafted, or not undrafted, unsigned free agents out here? What do you say? What do you got to say? Go ahead and chime in if you like. Or don't, but feel free to leave a comment, put something in the chat, but also participate in that poll and come in and smash the like, subscribe to our channel here at GAB Sports. Appreciate you. Appreciate each and every one of you that comes through this door and click, because you could be doing something else. We appreciate that you come in and checking us out. We know Caleb's going to be one of these picks here. Caleb DK, Caleb Lemon. How do we want to do it? I think we're going to take a lemon share. I don't have many lemon. So we're going to go with lemon. Don't have much of him. They're coming out to the West Coast in the middle of December. Where is that? Is that game here in San Francisco? I believe it is. That Week 17 matchup with the 49ers. Philadelphia is at San Francisco in late December, early January, Week 17. And so Mekhi Lemon, I hope he can do something that late in the season. We're hoping he's got his legs under him and he's past that little rookie wall or whatever, and he comes in and light the 49ers ass up. I don't mind seeing that, because I got a lot of people who like the Niners that I know, and I like to rib them every now and then because they got false hopes thinking that Purdy gonna lead them to a title. He ain't good enough. I'm sorry to tell you. He's not championship worthy. He gets in a big game. I'm not betting on him to beat a big time quarterback in a big game. Man, he ain't good enough. Yeah. So it ain't gonna happen. You ain't beating Lamar in the Super Bowl. You ain't beating Mahomes in the Super Bowl. You ain't beating Burrow in the Super Bowl. Brock Purdy? Nah, man. Ain't happening. I mean, you've been there twice, or he didn't been there twice, but the Niners been there twice. Couldn't get over the hump. And you know what they say? That window is closing. Closing fast. Yeah, you don't have no super long window in the NFL windows, man. They close quick, man. You gotta take advantage of the times you got that you went deep. You gotta win, man. You gotta kick the door down. You don't kick the door down, that door is gonna be a brick wall next time. You ain't gonna be able to kick it down. It's gonna be then shut. All right, so we are entering the 8th round here in our 3rd and final draft here on Midnight Mondays, as we are approaching. We damn near gonna be approaching midnight even here on the West Coast. On Midnight Mondays, we came in and drafted a BBM right out the gate. Then we jumped into a fast puppy. Did a little talking about these free agents that are unsigned. And then we jumped into a second fast puppy. So that's 3 drafts in total. Here on Midnight Mondays, we're going solo with the 3 drafts. But this Friday, it looks like we'll be appearing with our guy, Hartman, at Hartman Fantasy, after we do our Fiesta Fridays, man. So we're going to have a long day that day, too. We got a long day tonight. We can go ahead and sleep in. So it's all right if we sleep up in late tonight. But we will be with our guy, Hartman Fantasy, on Friday. That'll be after our show, which is Fiesta Fridays, where we're going to come and have a ball. We're going to get it cracking like a Mardi Gras. So we're going to do it up big on Friday. So we're going to go ahead and make sure we get energized and have our goodies and our food, because, man, that's about 5 hours straight. We might be doing some streaming with both shows. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do it like Brutus, as we are winding down here on this Midnight Mondays with our 3rd draft here. And, yeah, let's see. Who do we want to do it and do that? Do we want to do that? Or do we want to do this? The ATL, man. The RayTL. The RayTL. All right. We got Caleb Stack with Jahmyr Gibbs run back. Yes, we might want to do that. We might want to add this dude, Dirty Dobbins, man. We want to do Dirty Dobbins. Let's go Dirty Dobbins. JKD, one of the best runners out here. We go JKD. And we need another. We don't want another quarterback. We're taking Pitts. Our guy, Kyle Pitts, who was involved in our knockout brunch. If you want to go ahead and check that out. Our knockout brunch yesterday, where we had Sam Laporta going up against Kyle Pitts. And you see Sam Laporta still on the board. And guess who we just took? Kyle Pitts. Why? Because he knocked him out yesterday on knockout brunch. Kyle Pitts KO'd Sam Laporta, which is an indication of how we feel about these 2 players when pitted against one another. We got Pitts coming out on top each and every time. So we're taking Pitts. We're rocking with Pitts. Laporta, there's a risk to me. That injury is a little bit more concerning than I think people are considering it. And so also the role, he's falling further and further down the pecking order to me over there in Detroit. Whereas a guy like Pitts is secure in his role as the number 2 option. Where you got J-Mo, you got Amon-Ra, you got a young, talented Isaac Tesla, as well as Jahmyr Gibbs, all vying for touches and targets in that Detroit system. Where does that leave Laporta, who's banged up? Back injury. Back issue, right? kind of leaves him out in the cold as far as I'm concerned. I don't think he's that valuable this year in fantasy, to be frank. I think he's very overvalued. Yeah, there's several tight ends that I have above him that he's going ahead of. And so that was an easy call for me to have Pitts over him in our knockout brunch. But the poll disagreed with me. The poll selected Laporta. And that's what we don't mind hearing, because we like to go against the grain anyway. So if I see the consensus going one way, we undercut and all that with a very good angle. And so we're taking Pitts to the bank. Where are we going? Destination. Well, first, jump on this train. The Young Moolah Express. Come in, jump on the train. And where are we going? Destination Nashville, USA. Yeah. Let's go ahead and head on out there and go ahead and get this moolah. All right. Young Moolah, yeah, we're winding down, man. We're getting tired. It's okay. Yep. 3-hour stream. And we are doing it big here at GAB Sports with the solo. Oh, it's a 2 hours. It's still long. But this is how we do it. We are winding down with the 2-hour stream. We are in, the 10th round here on our third draft. Do it like Brutus. What we got? A 1-3-3-2 build. All right. We can shut off the tight end room. Already. We're already shutting down the tight end room, because even though technically this isn't a bully tight end, we're going to call it a bully tight end, because we got one of our favorite tight ends in Kyle Pitts. All right, our guy, Diggs and Debo are values. No doubt about it, if you want to look at it that way. I just haven't been really getting to it. And I'm not sure if they're going to end up in a very lucrative spot. They could. I just don't know how much they really have to offer at this point. But they could be values, or they could be fool's gold. We will find out. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, this guy took Shuck right in front of me. Oh, yeah, all right. Little hater. Hater raid is perpetuating out here in these streets like this. All right, we're going KCC as one of these guys for sure. We will take KCC. And our second dude will be Jalen Coker. All right. And let's see what it looks like over here in our quarterback room. Oh, we just got Caleb. That's fine. Let's see who else we can add. We got options? We do have options. We always got options. So let's see what our best options are. Let's go ahead and check with the chat some more. Likely to move up when signed. Yeah, they definitely could move up. And probably will move up. Let's see how they produce on the field. That's my only concern. Is can they produce? And I'm not so sure that the guys around them won't outproduce them. That's how I'm saying. It could be a value, or it could be just they paid off the price that you picked them at. Diggs is getting a little bit more expensive, so I see people taking them in the 11th round, which to me, around guys like, I just took KCC right here on the 11th turn, right? Around guys like Jalen Coker, Rashid Shaheed just went off the board. I'm taking those dudes over Diggs 100% of the time. 100% of the time. Diggs still is pretty decent, but I'm just concerned about the landing spot where these dudes are already entrenched in what they're doing and where they are. So they already have a role. This guy Diggs could end up on who? Washington is his best case scenario. Okay, so you're splitting with Terry McLaurin. They just got Chig. You got the young rookie there. Not sure that that's going to be all that lucrative for him. He might do okay. I still got Rashid Shaheed to outdo him if he lands in Washington. And I got Jalen Coker to outdo him if he lands in Washington. But, he could surprise. Maybe he gets in a spot where he got some contingency value as well. And then he moves up the charts a little bit, but there ain't a lot of great spots where you can land right now and have a big role, right? There's certain teams that ain't even gonna fuck with him, right? Just because of the character issue. So certain teams have already written him off. They ain't even signed him. Otherwise, he would have been signed already. But we'll see. Don't think they're smashed. Just think they're good chaperone plays. Yep, that could be the problem. I mean, that could be the outcome too. I think also if Debo goes back to San Francisco, I mean, that's not that great to me. I don't think for him to go back to San Francisco. It's hard to rekindle the flame, man. You know, it's just one of those things. Those days are over, man. You're not the superior wide back no more. You know, you're not 26, 25 no more. You're like 29, 30. So, and they got a pretty crowded room. But there's a lot of steam that he might go back to San Francisco. That's Debo. Diggs is not going to Vegas no matter what people keep wish cashing about. Vegas ain't fucking with Diggs. They're going to be like, no, we're not bringing this kind of a character to Las Vegas. Shit, this dude might not last 2-3 weeks in Vegas the way he acts. All right, what do we got at the quarterback spot? Do we need to go ahead and pull our quarterback up right here? We're going with this guy, Darnold, Stroud. I don't know if we want Darnold or Stroud. We just might fuck with this dude. Just going with our guy, Trey Tucker. Trey Tucker. We like him. We'll pull him up a little bit. The number one wide receiver in Las Vegas will be Trey Tucker. Yeah. I'm not worried about no Jalen Naylor. Nope. It's Trey Tucker season over in Las Vegas. But yeah. What about Najee? Anybody drafting Najee? Najee is one of those dudes that I don't know, man. Can he see? I mean, I'm not trying to make light of it, but really, can he see? I'm not sure he has his vision all the way back. Like maybe he's blind in one eye or something. There was a pretty severe accident he had. But when you damage components of the eye, it's hard to get that back. There's so many nerves in there and different kind of organs and all that. You know, eye getting damaged is almost irreparable a lot of times. So if this dude can't see out of one eye, I don't think people like to have a one-eyed running back, one-eyed football player. You got a peripheral vision when you're playing football and all that. So if you're blind in one eye, so you can only kind of see out of the other, that don't work, man. So we don't even know if this guy can see, man. We don't really know that. So I'm not even sure this guy's a viable signee for anybody. And then you got Brandon Ayuk, who's kind of going off the deep end. Mentally, you know, he's kind of psychotic or CTE kicking in, or, you know, got a little bit of bipolar in him. I don't know. There's something going on there. And he needs a little bit of assistance, a little bit of intervention before anybody probably can even mess with him. So, and then Keenan Allen, come on, man. Keenan Allen. Nah, man. Keenan Allen is looking like a tight end toward the end of the season. I mean, this dude is so slow and big, and come on, man. He's not going to be a factor. So some of these dudes that are out here unsigned, Tyreek Hill, can he run? I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't. Yeah, I'm not enthused about these dudes who aren't signed. I'm just not. I haven't clicked any of these dudes. I mean, I got maybe what? Let me check my exposure here real quick. Once I make this pick coming up, I'll be able to check. I'm going to check my exposures on these guys, and I'll give you the gist of where I'm at on these guys. I know it ain't much. Cannot be much. I don't even remember clicking on them. I think I clicked on Diggs a couple of times, but I can't ever remember clicking Debo. Might have one share. And I know I clicked some IUUNGs early in the process, early in the draft cycle. I know I clicked some IUUNGs, but it's been a while. So those shares are diluting rather quickly. Tyreek, 0. Najee, 0. So I don't got too much of these guys, man. Don't have too much of these guys. All right, we need another back. Or do we want Tesla to add to our Detroit bet? We're going Tesla. We're going Tesla. Tesla. We got Bryce Young. Tesla. Are we okay with that running back? Yeah, we're all right. We'll add another late back. Tesla. So we got 2 Detroit picks to run back with our skinny stack of Caleb and Loveland. All right, let's see what else we can do here. Running back. Yeah, we get one more running back. Potentially another quarterback. Yeah, we'll see how it shakes out. Let me fill up my queue with what we want to do here. Fill up my queue with what we want to do here. And where's he at? Where is he at? There's our guy. Gotta put him in there. All right, we're going to go check out these exposures that we have. And where is he at? That last receiver. There he is. There he is. All right, so we're checking our exposures right here, right now on these unsigned free agents. All right, and so we have how many drafts? In total, we have 199 drafts post-draft. All right, and so basically 200 drafts. So we'll check our receivers right now. Debo. Let me start at the bottom because I know these dudes will be at the bottom. Let me see the first name I come up on of these unsigned dudes. Debo, we got 2% Debo. $16 worth of investment. We got, where's Diggs? We got 0 Keenan. We got 3.5% Ayuk. $23 of an investment. So none of these dudes are in a BBM. And then we got Diggs. Oh, I got a little more Diggs than I thought. 4.5%. 4.5% Diggs, $77 of an investment. So he's probably in a BBM, possibly, yeah. So those are my receivers that are unsigned. Who else is unsigned? Nobody? Running backs. Oh, I know I ain't got no Najee. Might have one, yes. Let's see. Nope. We got 0 Najee, so we don't have any unsigned running backs. So yeah, I'm not rocking these dudes, man. Good luck for those who are rolling with these unsigned dudes. I might, I think you can still draft one of these dudes once you get once they get signed somewhere. They won't skyrocket nowhere, I don't think. All right. One of our favorite clicks right here. But should I take somebody else? Or should I just rock with him? We're rocking with him. I think Josh Jacobs is slipping. We're taking Marshawn Lloyd, one of our top late clicks. We're going to add another quarterback, Shador. All right. We got a Shador, KCC stack. And that gives us some options with our last pick. We can go a couple different directions. Might be this guy. Yeah, he's our first choice. First choice will be that guy. Second choice will be that guy. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 receivers. 3, 5, 7, 2 right here. We might end up with 3, 5, 8, 2, 3, 6, 7, 2. One of the two. We definitely are not adding another tight end because our tight end room is loaded. We got Colson Loveland, Kyle Pitts. Yeah, we call that a bully tight end. Even though technically Pitts is not a top 5 round type tight end, but we putting him in that bucket. So we are dominating the tight end spot. All right, let's see how it's going to shake out here. We'll go ahead and review our team here along with our guy Losmo, and then call it a night here on Midnight Mondays here as we are winding down in these streets where we drafted a BPM. Then we came with 2 fast puppies here on Midnight Mondays. Deep into the night, early morning over here on the West Coast. We're on the East Coast. We're in the early morning hours. East Coast, it's like what? 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. And it's 11 p.m. here on the West Coast. I'm getting kind of hungry. In fact, I'm about to go get me something to eat. And I'm probably stay up another hour and a half. Do some push-ups, some calisthenics after I eat this late. And so we are going to come at you on Wednesday with Machiavellian Thoughts, where, I don't know, we're kind of saving this one topic, but we might do it this week, but we might do it next week. But we will have something on tap for you this Wednesday. But join us Friday as we will be joining our guy after our own show, which is Fiesta Fridays. We will be joining up on as a guest on Hartman's Fantasy Football. Hartman, he does his Frenchie Fridays. We'll be joining him. That's what's in the works for you guys, YUUNGMOOLAHH, for the rest of the week. So come on in. Stop by. Say hello. Get some drafts. Interact via chat. Let's do all of these things on the rest of the week. All right, we are up in a couple picks here, and then we'll go ahead and do our team reviews and sign on out. All right, do we want this guy or that guy? Should I bet more on that Detroit game? Nah, this guy's looking too good. This guy's been looking too good in the offseason. We're going to bet that he is on the come and he is going to emerge. Because there's a couple receivers in that Cleveland room that will emerge. So we took a little bet on 2 of them here. And so let's go ahead and review our team right here. Out of the 1 hole, we got YUUNGMOOLAHH drafted at 3-5-8-2 with Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, and Shador Sanders as our quarterback room. We're fine with that. We got Caleb possibly on the MVP track. And so we supplement them with 2 guys who can hopefully give us a week 15, week 16 smash, right? One of these guys, get us out of those weeks because we can rely back on Caleb for week 17. Yeah, because week 17, we got that Detroit matchup, and we started off with Jahmyr Gibbs. We got Demo, J.K. Dobbins, Woody Marks, Marshawn Lloyd. We got the anchor backfield with the hero, and we got Debo supplementing him, as well as J.K. Dobbins, Woody Marks, Marshawn Lloyd. We will take that one to battle. And then we got 8 receivers. We pulled up a little bit of both of these dudes. We pulled one up 5 spots. We pulled the other guy up 8 spots. We went with New Orleans, Tampa Bay. We got Chris Olave and Emeka Egbuka. And then we got Makai Lemon, another young guy with Casey Concepcion, Jalen Coker, Trey Tucker, Isaac Tesla to add to that game stack of Detroit, Chicago week 17. Then we got Isaiah Bond. We doubled down on the Cleveland wide receiver room with our guy Shadur pulling the trigger late in the season. Then we got Colston Loveland and Kyle Pitts, a very strong team, I will say, indeed. And then we got our guy Lawsimo in the middle of the draft, right? Well, he's in the 6th hole, I believe. 7th hole. Our guy Lawsimo, Drake May, Jackson Dart, very strong quarterback room. And then he's got Big Dog. We always love a big dog sighting. This big dog is pretty much money in the bank year in, year out. Bucky Irving, Ramondre Stevenson, Dylan Sampson, and Nicholas Singleton. He's got a similar backfield to us, where he's got that anchor, and then he's got a 4th, 5th round kind of guy, and then he filled it in accordingly with the rest of the picks there. And so that's a very similar room to ours, I would say, in the construction of it. And we got Amon-Ra, Tetero McMillan, Chris Godwin, Wandale Robinson, Travis Hunter, Denzel Boston, Debo Samuel. He followed through on his what he likes. He took Debo. And he got Calvin Ridley and Darnell Mooney. So a very deep room of players. What do you got? 259 too. Yep. So you have one more receiver than I had. And then he's got a very strong quarterback room as well. Trey McBride and Travis Kelce. So we're going to be kind of battling for that tight end supremacy between Lawsimo and myself. But yeah, very similar build to us. We just went one quarterback more. He went one receiver more. But I think we'll both be in the mix to get out of this room. It's not going to be easy. Obviously, these rooms are getting a little tougher. And so we like our chances, though. So we want to go ahead and thank you all for joining us here on Midnight Mondays. Yeah, we had a blast. And so we want you to go ahead and invite you all also to go ahead and help us get to our goal of 300 subs. 300 subs here. I got peace. All right, peace to you, buddy. Yeah, we got a goal to reach 300 subs here in at GAB Sports. And so if we go ahead and do that by subscribing to our channel here at GAB Sports, and we would go ahead and ask you to invite your friends, right? Your league mates, your buddies out here in these fantasy streets. Come on over, check out GAB Sports. So once we reach that 300 subs, if we do this by the end of the hot best ball summer, heading into week 1, we will release our DFS top plays to our community of subscribers for free. And we also have our top picks versus the spread, and we will release all those for free. Otherwise, these are going to be behind the paywall. But if you go ahead and get us to these 300 subscribers, we will go ahead and do that as a reward for our subscribers that got us to the 300. And we are currently over 130, and we appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in, and we're looking for ways to go ahead and reward you all. And we will find something else. If we don't even reach that goal, we'll find something else, as we'll set another target. And we'll find something else as we look to try to reward people for coming on in here. And go ahead and smash that like on your way out as well. And so we want to go ahead and sign on out here as we are ending this stream here. Want to thank you for joining us as we brought you 3 drafts. Appreciate each and every one of you. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and sign on out here with the outro. Peace, good luck, and see you Wednesday. All right.
I read the board like maps. 3 moves ahead, no cap. You draft on vibes and dreams. I built my league from scratch. My bench got hidden gems. Your roster full of names. I spot the league before it shows, then pour salt on the game. I trade like a casino, flip risk in the gold. You chase last week's fireworks, I chase the box score code. I know the soft matchups line up buffets in rain. I turn a sleepy Sunday into a money train. Check the line, I'm locked in. Every we got teeth. You bring a hot take, I bring season long receipts. I got the crown, I got the crown. Draft day, I run this town. Stack my wins, cash my clout. Say my name when lights go out.
It's your boy Young Moolah, man.